Hi guys, we're Female Digest. We're like a bunch of friends. We run this page on Instagram and we just talk about anything that's trending or something that needs to be dissected. I'm Sanvi and I have three more members with me.
I'm Akriti. Hi guys. That's all.
I'm Ritika. I'm Ritika. Hi guys, and
I'm Adrija. Hi, guys.
So today we're going to sit down and react to a few things that we have already previously talked about on our page. If you haven't checked out our page yet, first go to Instagram and look at the Female Digest. So today we're gonna sit and we're going to talk and share some gossip because that's what we're best at.
So Ritika will start sharing her screen, I guess.
yeah.
Okay.
So right now what we're gonna do is look at bunch of content, reels, articles, photos, and our topic is basically us dissecting how the West continues to culturally appropriate our fashion of people who are non-white colored people. So yeah, we're gonna look at that.
So we'll start up strongly with the Kolhapuri trend. Wait 1 second. I have to share.
That was
We
our
spoke about
first
this before
post.
on our page
Yeah,
also.
that was our first post.
Yeah. That was our first post.
We look at that first.
I can't take this anymore, so I'm gonna start reacting. Firstly, leave everything, okay? Leave everything about the stolen chappal idea and everything. Firstly, it doesn't match the aesthetic. Like
Yeah, oh my
they're
God,
wearing
it's so bad.
like what? Like they're wearing sweatpants and
Yeah, it
sweatshirts.
looks like they're going to the gym and instead of wearing a shoes, they're just wearing chappals. Doesn't even
Yeah,
go with it.
Especially
like
with the hat,
At
like
least
triangular
if they
hat.
were in, yeah, the hats and all. If they were in Indian costumes, I guess it would somewhat like, you'll be able to defend them somewhere. But this is a straight up like it looks bad.
Exactly.
yeah, and then obviously comes the big thing that they just stole the design. They stole such a primary historical thing and just called it ki, like, okay, we'll sell this and nobody will even know. We live in a day of social media. Obviously people will recognize that this is something which belongs to our country, and you just take that design, take the historically relevant, like, because we have seen our, not just us but our older generation wear this, so for us it's very close to home. So if you just don't credit at all about, just put anything that it's inspired by Indian design, just even that amount of recognition will do, but they just don't. And then they put the, obviously, the high costly, like, why is it
Exactly.
so costly?
You know, plus I feel like the cultural appropriation has so many layers because you look at it globally first, and then you realize that, you know, the artisans are not being credited, leave credited, they're not even being acknowledged. And then you come to India, and then there's so much socio-political barriers to the artisans who work on these craft. And I think the problem, and maybe a hot take, but I think the problem also lies on the fact in the fact that we Indians ourselves don't acknowledge how precious and we don't adore it the same way. I'm
We don't
forgetting her.
appreciate it much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the name right now, but there is this one woman. She's a middle-aged woman, I think, an Indian American influencer, and she's all her skits are very like comedic and stuff like that. And the entirety of her content and the fame she has gained is based off of the stereotypes and everything that she makes jokes about. Now imagine an Indian origin woman who has so much influence across India, across America, takes to social media and says that, let's be honest, I don't like the soles of Kolhapuri chappal. You can't ever walk through an airport with them. Their soles,
One
Prada
second,
soles are.
one second. Kefi, 1 second. I have to interrupt. 1 second. We are recording. This is. We'll cut it. Okay. You start from a sentence. Yeah.
Yeah. So that women being like Kolhapuri's souls are not better. They're not better for you to walk through an airport and everything, and that she would prefer Prada more. It just, I'm sorry, do you not see how bad it is, or does it all change after you have gained fame in some other country? I can't remember her name right now, but while we are editing this, I'll find her name, I'll find her tweet, I'll bring the sources, guys. I'll bring the sources.
Also, it's really sad to see like Prada doing this. Like you
Yeah,
are already globally well known, and you think putting out something like this and people not getting to know about it, like not the acknowledgement or anything, but you're Prada, bro. Like everyone is gonna see. They're gonna ask for credits either ways. Why will you do it?
and you're telling me you are in the fashion industry and there was not enough research done, that you don't have any idea about what is the history that lies behind this craftsmanship. And if you guys would see recently, all these high-end luxury brands, Prada and all the other brands, they have tried to come up with fashion that's more relatable, because now suddenly
Hmm.
they have, in like, I'm not saying economy is better, but capitalism is at such a peak that everyone wants to buy those high end stuff. So now for the rich to still be rich, they need to look very relatable. But my point is, how did you bring Kolhapuri chappals into this, bro? They look so bad with those sweatpants and stuff.
There's that phenomena of most of these high-end luxury brands picking up like socially, economically middle class concept or working class concepts. Like no rich person out there is telling you to like, advocate for Kolhapuris. No one is doing that.
Exactly.
But these luxury brands are picking up things which, like Ritika said, are primarily historical or, hit close to home to us middle class people, and then marketing it as this very high end thing. I'm sorry, but they want to be poor so bad. Like they want to be middle class so bad that they'll act like it.
It's
And I'm
actually.
so glad that this became such a huge thing that people, like, you will open your Instagram or you'll open your Twitter and people were talking about it. I'm so glad because it made them snap back to their senses, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we did something wrong here. And then you can see, wait, I'll present the post that they did after that. Yeah, so after a while Prada posted, like, they edited the caption and they said that Prada acknowledges the scandal inspired by traditional Indian footwear made in specific districts of Maharashtra and Karnataka, like, in India. And thank you, thank you, we needed that, we gotta represent, like,
And
what did you think will happen?
exactly, exactly. And the sad thing is, but again, the end result of it is always that, I'm sorry, but I can't walk into a factory or an artisan's house where they make these chappals and tell them that, this chappal that you're making right now is being sold for 1 lakh rupees in some country. Because imagine the surprise on their face. All these people struggle to even get a minimum wage amount.
Hmm.
It's deplorable, genuinely.
Because
It's
ultimately the
not just that,
profits are going, yeah, ultimately the profits are going to Prada only, no?
Exactly, exactly.
yeah. And another thing is, if you like go, like if you were to pick and choose and pinpoint things, something that is inspired is not something which is exactly copied.
Exactly.
Inspiration is somewhat taken and then, made it into your own way. They're saying it's inspired, but it's literally an
Literally a
exact
copy.
copy of what we wear.
Mm, true, true, true. That too with that dress, please. Oh my God, I can't see those dresses removed. It's
The
so
worst
bad,
is this
bro.
guy only, jiska picture is there, the
uh,
white, blue
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
beige.
yeah, yeah. Right.
Coming to dresses, I will show something to you guys, which will obviously boil boil your blood more.
Thank you, bye.
Um,
Blooding my boy.
um, yes,
Oh,
This is the Scandinavian thing, no?
the
Yeah.
Scandinavian thing. Yes,
guys, by
yes.
the way, this was me in my very Indian household in a small town as a 3-year-old. This has been in India before. Shut up.
I don't understand how it became European. Like, how this is so out there. I mean,
Bro, they just want
first of all,
everything we do.
yeah, no, but first of all, Bollywood is so popular. Like,
Yeah,
the industry is so popular. Every white person out there has at least come across one Bollywood scene or something. And you must have seen a woman wearing dupatta. You must have
exactly.
from the early 2000s.
And
How can you mess it?
And no, Ritika, the thing is, leave even dupatta. It's not like that era of Bollywood had women wearing dupatta only with like full-on kurti or sets. They used to wear
Hmm.
those dupattas with their gowns, like
Hmm.
how these
Yes.
Scandinavian scarves are sold.
The the Shava Shava Ka music
Yeah,
video
yeah, yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
background
Yeah,
dancers
exactly.
wearing the
Dancers
Music
wearing
videos.
dupatta
it.
with the dress.
Exactly, exactly. And the funniest thing is, if you guys would have read back in 12th grade humanities, any of one of you who had sociology would have studied how when Britishers came to, we used to wear saris without blouse and petticoats. And when Britishers came,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said you should cover yourself because you're uncivilized. You need to have modesty.
Civilized, yeah.
Why do you think I have a dupatta? How did dupatta
The
come
whole
up?
point of the sari is for it to be a drape, right? But like
Exactly.
to reduce it to something which is uncivilized or primitive was the whole concept. And they have been riding that high since forever. This is how the dupatta is also becoming Scandinavian or European, because they have been riding that high of making us civilized since forever.
And it's not like dupatta is something that is I'm gonna stop speaking. Quintessentially Indian, right? It's across South Asian countries, it's worn. You go to Pakistan, you go to
Yes.
India, you go to Sri Lanka, you go to Nepal, every other South Asian countries, some or other way, dupatta is used. So it just doesn't make sense how you look at an entire continent that you, not like a part of the continent that you have colonized, and you're like, time for neocolonialism, time to steal something again. Sad. And they
You know,
haven't just
I think
stopped at,
the
sorry, just one thing. It's not just the dupattas, they have turned it into lehengas. They have made dresses that are inspired by the sari drape, which goes on only one
Mm, mm,
side.
mm.
Just, okay, fine, probably a dress inspired by one side sari, drape, scarf, or whatever. It's probably not a copy, but it's definitely inspired by in South Asian clothing style. You can acknowledge that. It takes nothing to acknowledge that.
Mm.
And you can
I think
speak now.
what another issue is that if you go on social media and you say that, this is like Indian, this is South Asian, if you just try to represent the roots of anything, let's say clothing in this case, there will be like a wave of, let's not say white people, just say like, people who are not brown or not as
Hmm.
the same cultural background as us, who refuse to accept it. They just won't accept it. Like somehow everything that is worse can come out of India, but anything that you follow or anything that you advertise and
Exactly.
advocate for cannot be Indian.
Exactly. And uh, I have seen people commenting things like, relax, bro, it's not that deep. It is deep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You would not respect the air that I breathe. You would want to kill me just for existing if I was abroad. And you are telling me you can come to my country, steal from the clothes we wear, we love wearing, we have always worn, and think that you can just say whatever?
And I feel like their next move is gonna be sari. And then they're gonna say it's some wrap or some wrap scarf or something like that. For sure, I know
Hmm.
their next move is gonna be something stupid like that.
Yeah, bro.
And
They'll
then take a
they'll do
prada also.
yoga in it.
Yeah,
They'll
the
do yoga in it.
Ayurveda.
It'll be double whammy colonization, yoga and
Yeah.
saris.
the thing about this is like we have seen how like such high end brands can collaborate with like Indian people
Yeah.
and bring it
Yeah.
to the attention of the world that this is something they have, we've inspired off of it, and when you get the people of color to wear it, that's perfectly fine. We've seen that with Gucci when they did a collab for Alia's, I
Alia
think
Bhatt.
it was France,
Yeah.
yeah, and it was beautifully done where she was amazing,
Hmm.
no questions raised, beautifully hands down, like perfect. Why do you have to do this where like the thing that Prada pulled out, this Scandinavian thing where you're taking like the things away from, like at least get, if even if you're not crediting, just get a person from like India or wherever you're taking the inspiration from that particular country ethnicity, so at least the face value will be that
Yeah.
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
apart
just like
from this,
Sanvi
yeah.
told in the previous one, at this point, it's not about getting inspired. They say the word inspired and then they just steal the whole thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
And like Ritika said that they can, sorry, yeah,
no,
you
no,
want
no,
to?
you speak, I'll speak after.
Ah, like Ritika said that they can collaborate. It's not like they haven't heard of Indian designers, okay? Uh, Gaurav Gupta and all, Nicki Minaj has worn Gaurav Gupta couture. Like, it's not that you aren't hearing of people from Indian descent or Indian roots coming into your industry. You know them, they exist, and you refuse to acknowledge them.
I think even Louis Vuitton recently, I think just after the Prada controversy happened, I think they collabed, or I'm not really sure what exactly happened, but I think they either collabed with or acknowledged Indian people for their inspiration of work. Even in this picture, if you see, guys, the model who's wearing the Scandinavian scarf, even look at her jewelries. It's chunky,
Mm-hmm.
and there is like bold red something used, and there's framing in gold, the gold bangle. And I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
bangles.
gold is something that's only worn by South Asian people, so they can't wear it. But gold is not something you would usually see in forms of jewelry outside South Asian countries. So yeah.
This is Valentino Spring 2025 collection.
Hmm.
Guys, what does this look to you?
Can you zoom in a little?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Looks like a shit.
No, it
What
actually
did you
looks
say?
like a,
शेरवानी वो सब
yeah,
तो
it
ठीक है
What
looks
did
उसमें
like
Kathy
गोल्ड की
say
पूंछ क्यों
initially?
निकली है गाइस
दो दो बारी एक बारी आगे एक बारी पीछे
it looks like Sherwani, and
Mm.
yet look at this one. This is also
It's
like
literally a sherwani.
it is even the prints, the
Yeah,
even
pattern.
the
it,
prints. And I don't understand. Like mazal dekho inki, like just few months before we had the whole fiasco with Kolhapuri with Prada, and now Valentino 2025 spring collection. This
Yeah.
is their, I mean, not that it has been talked about a lot. There's like been less coverage of this. That's why. But they are just not afraid. Like they just are not thinking enough.
They never have been.
I think
But, hmm,
the outrage is also not enough now. Like,
hmm.
the problem is they're hearing it, but they're not afraid. Like, they know that they don't have to take accountability because there's no consequence.
Mm. Right. It's a phenomena. This is not something we can like hold them against. Ki, you go to jail now, you did that. We can't do that. So they also know that, like, see, the thing with social media outrages, no matter how much hard you try, after a point it will die down.
Exactly. Exactly.
Akruti was saying that about the jewelry wala thing. So I would like to point out what happened in Met Gala. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, so this was
Oh, yeah.
Emma Chamberlain wearing it for 2022 Met Gala.
I think
And
2022.
2022.
yeah,
2022.
yeah, she did I think she was a brand ambassador for Cartier that particular year because
Yeah,
she was
yeah, yeah,
wearing
yeah, yeah.
a lot of Cartier jewelry. She has a lot of like collabs and stuff. And she was allowed to wear this iconic Patiala choker, which Cartier had made for our Indian Maharaj, Bhupinder Singh. And it's considered the missing Patiala choker in our country, but it is very much present with Cartier. And so Emma Chamberlain, a white woman, she was allowed to wear that for Met Gala. And obviously, it sparked a little bit of controversy. But the controversy came back when we see, we'll cut this part.
Didn't like Diljit
When,
Dosanjh like ask to wear it?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yes,
And he was
yes,
denied.
yes. He was denied to do that, and then we see that he makes a copy of the jewelries that
Hmm.
basically the Maharajas of Punjab used to wear. He made a copy of it because Cartier did not allow him to wear. Okay,
Yeah.
there must be reasons for it, because when Emma Chamberlain wore it, there was lot of controversies and all of that happened. So maybe they were being precautious by doing that. Like, okay, you will not allow anybody to wear it. You can make your own copy of it or whatever. But the problem here is not, the controversy was not because of wearing the jewelry, but because a white woman was wearing it. Diljit Dosanjh, who's an Indian who
Punjabi, by
wants
the
to
way.
show a Punjabi, it's his own history. It's his own history. He
Exactly.
wants to do it. He's denied that. Like,
And
First of all, let's start at the base that give it back. Give it back to us. It's
yeah,
supposed to be ours,
yeah,
and it's
yes.
our people's money, our people's efforts. Give it back to us. Like,
I
you
genuinely,
deny Diljit Dosanjh and
like, yeah, you denied Diljit Dosanjh. I genuinely don't understand. The person who is supposed to wear it, उनके बाप दादे ने पहना है, ठीक है? It's not yours. It's not yours. It has never been yours. So shut up. Like, I genuinely don't understand that this person who's so famous, who's selling out tickets left and right, international audience he has, and then in spite of that he said ki, oh sorry, we can't let you wear this, you make your own copy. He's wearing duplicates, imagine, to showcase his
Yeah,
own
yeah.
country.
That's for not just his own country, Ritika, for his own region. You
Hmm.
cut representation then and there itself. It's just sad, genuinely.
Yeah.
and I think like Diljit Dosanjh is someone who you have to have heard of him by now, even if you are like not Indian. He's appeared on like late night shows, like he's gone on Jimmy Fallon and all. He's out there. And like Ritika said, this is his people, right? In India, the he's Indian, correct. But after that, for us, I think regional representation also matters. Like it's a heavy voice, Ki, where does he come from in
Come
India?
from
This is
India,
not
yeah.
even him asking for something that his people didn't have. This is literally his and his communities.
Moving on, we'll cut this part again. And going with the jewelry debate, VRG Girl, which is basically an Australian brand, they came up with this lineup of jhumkas, which is called Bohemian Chic earrings, which is basically, obviously, as you can see here.
Guys, this is what I
Basically,
see on Sanvi's ears on an average day. VRG girl can shut up.
I swear, like, what are you on about?
Bro,
And
how
bro,
bad.
that's like the most basic jhumka. They didn't even try tweaking it even a little bit.
And they called
Bas
it
dekha dal
Bohemian.
diya.
And they called it Bohemian. Adrisha, you are muted.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. Sorry. So yeah, what I was saying is the jhumkas, like shout or yell that it's Indian design. It's literally
Yeah.
there.
And Ritika, wait, did they call it Bohemian?
Yeah, they call it adding it to the Bohemian chic aesthetic.
How is it in any way
Must be
Bohemian chic?
they must be fans of Queen, so what can
Yeah.
I say?
London to
Okay.
Baghdad.
We'll be moving on from this cars and aesthetics.
Eco-friendly plates.
Out of leaves.
Obviously, it's the Germans.
Guys,
It's the Germans.
facts. Guys, so I come from Odisha, okay? And in Odisha, our famous street food is dahi vada aloo. Dahi vada aloo, Bhaina serves me dahi vada aloo in these plates. They can shut up about inventing eco-friendly plates. Anything they'll say.
You know,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they must be like the cost of it would be high. For us, you'll buy
Exactly.
like a stack of it for 10,
yeah.
20 rupees.
Well, you know,
And just
back,
like Akriti's,
where I'm
yeah.
from.
Hmm.
Yeah, Aditya.
No, you continue.
So where I'm from, we call these plates pattal because they're made out of patti, which is leaves. Okay, they're literally the most easiest to discard, eat, and throw off. They like it's nothing new, man. We have been eating on leaves since forever. Like since forever, leaves have been our plates. So it's
Exactly.
nothing new.
And ever since, I mean, now most of it is also factory made and stuff, so there's more precision. But pehle to you would take like toothpick, small,
Stitched up.
yeah, that's how these 4 to 5 leaves will get stitched up, and none of it falls anywhere. It was the best system. Shut up. This is pissing me off.
And me who come from Kerala, South Indians have this tradition of eating
Yeah,
in banana leaf.
leaf.
It's a thing that's happening for centuries now. It's not like it happened yesterday or day before yesterday. And then telling that they invented or eco-friendly plates. Man, before utensils, we used to even cook in this. What are you on about?
Yeah. So many of these, like, they would be wrapped in like leaves and stuff, and you would
Yeah,
put
even
them
we have like a
inside
lot
for
of
steaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry, Adrija, Sadhya is actually German. You just didn't know. Today's your history class.
My mistake. Sorry, guys.
So guys,
What is that?
First thing, guys, the whole tote thing. My father carries a jhola, okay?
So,
Ever since I've grown up, I've seen him carry vegetables,
same.
like everything goes in a jhola. So, firstly, the tote also I have a little bit problem. The tote that we call tote, it's a jhola that we have been using, firstly. And second, what is this?
Like, bro, my mom stores her bigger polythenes in the smaller polythenes in the bigger Ramesh Dinesh Chakki wala atta ka bag, okay? So don't tell me shit about this.
That one sustainable cloth bag that you have grown up with alone in the house.
Yeah, it's been there for like centuries from your dad's time.
Yeah, this has gone to markets with you. This has gone on train with you. This has even gone on a flight with you. It has gone everywhere. Now it has finally ended in the West, being sold for $48.
And the thing is, I feel like when these people market this as sustainable, like Jhola ko they'll put out as something sustainable or something new, they forget the actual sustainability part. Because if this thing was in my household and it would like tear up even a little bit, my mom is gonna stitch it
Stitch
back up
it.
and we'll use
Yeah.
it again. We'll use it again. And that's where your sustainability comes,
Point.
that we will
Fair.
not discard it. We'll make it like run for years.
Generations maybe even.
Yeah. It has been
Really.
used from my dadi's.
Grandma,
She,
grandpa, yeah.
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 She bought something, she stitched over it, then it's coming down to my father, my mother, then me, and then I think I'm going to pass down it to the next generation also.
I have vivid memory
If
of
you have one.
this. I have vivid memory of this bag from Sunday markets where there would be a layer of tomatoes deep inside. Then there is another layer of probably potatoes on top of it. Or then there is some other veggies and all. If you're going to local hawkers, they don't always have polythenes. So they'll
Yeah.
just dump it all in. So it's just there and you're struggling with your mom putting all of this in the fridge, washing and putting it
And
in the fridge.
I feel like for me, I've seen a lot of these things. Like if I ask my mom ki kitne सालों से use करे, like how long are you going to drag this thing, man? And then she will tell you like an incident which she's probably emotionally attached to this thing.
Yeah,
She'll be like,
yeah.
Mm.
my mom gave this to me on my wedding, or my dad got this when I was young, ऐसे करके. So the sustainability doesn't just emerge from need, it emerges from an emotional
Yeah,
connection as well.
true. Bieber wrote,
Baby
Hailey
girl.
Bieber doing her
She my
iconic
baby.
doing her
She's
iconic
iconic.
iPhone case. So along with her
Lip
iPhone case,
gloss on it.
wrote lip gloss. She recently, not recently, this back in 2024, launched brown lip liner, which became so iconic and everybody started using that. So my answer to them will be, one second.
she's pulling
Abhi,
receipts.
she'll get it together.
My answer to them will be this.
Salute, Rekha ji. Salute.
Like,
Because
look at
Feeling
that.
the
Look
proud
at that.
Indian army.
she didn't even have to launch her own brown lip liner to do this. Anyway, guys, I
I
also didn't have to do this. I have very pigmented lips and I have Vaseline. So, if you take your Vaseline and you put it on your lips, it does the same thing.
They're trying to be us so bad.
And
and
I've
it's
been
not
trying to
just
get
us
my
guys.
pigmentation away from ages. Eurocentric
It's
beauty
not just,
standards.
it's not just Indians actually. It's
Yeah,
brown people in general. It's
general.
Latinas. It's
Colored
black
people.
people.
Yeah. Women of color.
Have
All of them.
something happened with my life. And women of color. They already have brown lips, and they have been using brown color lipsticks and liners. This is nothing new. You guys are finding it now.
True.
We have been using it. My mom has that one brown lip liner which I used it, and that was like the first, like, I didn't know what lip liner was, no. So when I was growing up, so that was the first thing I was like, oh, this is something that exists. So that brown liner has been my childhood.
When I was young, I remember it being called lip pencil, if you guys
Oh,
have any
yeah.
memory.
Lip
Yeah,
It
pencil.
used to
yeah,
be
yeah.
like a lip
Pen.
pencil.
Yeah,
Mm.
mehendi.
I wore it for my ethnic day and we call it Mehndi. It's not a henna tattoo.
It's a henna tattoo. Did you see my new tattoo?
Henna tattoo doesn't fade like this in a day. Bro, and the worst is they use henna for everything. They'll do it for freckles also.
Yeah, the
Like,
freckles.
shut up.
It's been
Yeah,
so trending for
yeah.
a very long time. And they're like, natural freckles we have. And then they just do all kinds of,
Have you seen have you seen them outline their lips with it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Bro, I'm
That's
sorry,
another
Like, bro.
even people who
And
use no, Sunny, complete.
I was saying like with this and the brown lip liner, they're trying to copy things which our people have been trying to get rid of for ages and ages. You'll find all these Indian brands trying to tell you how to get rid of hyperpigmentation and how to make your lips pink
That's what
again.
I was saying.
Bro,
No.
like you can't bully us for the same things and then try to be us again.
And all this henna, like mehndi thing, we have been using it for so long. It's such a sacred thing for all of us. And we
Yeah.
use it for our hair, it has been used for our nail polish, and in certain wedding tradition it's believed the darker your mehendi gets, the more your partner loves you. And there is so much value to it. How are you just, and I'm sorry, then they would be like, Indians are so gross, and then they would use it for like freckles and lip liner. That's that kind of a thing a lot of Indians just won't do.
Mm, mm.
And even from my background, we have a lot of religious things that say that this day we have to put mehendi or this day we have to put henna. Like, it's been passed down generations that this is some kind of belief that is aligned with God or things like that will make you more feminine and things like that. And then all of a sudden you come and be like, it's our thingy or
And
it's henna tattoo. Just
Trija,
do
now
it.
that you say that, it also makes me think that Mehndi has been a sign, has also been a symbol of women coming together. You know, the
Exactly, yeah.
time where you can dance, talk, do whatever, and have something that, you can use as something decorative and still enjoy. And there's so much more. Just stop doing it.
The
Open
thing
your eyes.
is, I think none of us would have a problem if they started putting mehendi and all,
Mm,
but the thing is, you calling it a henna tattoo and then being like, "Ki,
exactly.
I'm gonna tattoo on my arm today." And you know how they have been marketing it as like tattoos that go off in a while. So like if you
Yeah,
go on
temporary
Instagram, they'll
tattoo,
be like,
things
you
like
don't
that.
have to get yourself, yeah, temporary tattoo. You don't have to get yourself inked for this and stuff. Bro, it's culture, okay? At least just call it culture.
And if you guys remember, the a lot of the times, like the it girls of Bollywood in the those late 90s and 2000s era, they would have mehendi, but they would also have glitter on top of it, like, or
Yeah,
stones studded
yeah.
onto it. So I'm not saying that we haven't used it as something more tattoo-like, but you see how beautiful that was. Our people from our culture only appreciated it, not appropriated it. But whatever. But like, you could have done so much better.
Mm.
True.
Hannah, Hannah.
Moving on to the next slide.
This year, there's been the rise of the clean girl, aka the clean girl aesthetic. This is just another one of those trends that will probably change by next year. The clean girl starter kit consists of minimal glowy makeup, slicked back hair, and a neutral color palette. I feel like Gabby's gonna struggle with the clean girl makeup. I don't have a lot of eyebrow to work with. She's like in a 2016 time machine. She loves that make down. Would I go back to that makeup and hair? Absolutely not.
Guys, slicked back hair, by the
You
way.
know what? I have seen enough.
Done for the day.
I have seen
And
enough.
you know what, girls? Who has bushy, thick makeup, the eyebrows? Us. So maybe clean girl makeup was never a trend. Have you considered that?
When I would put oil and go to school, I was made fun of because
Yeah.
of that. Why is your hair like that? Ew, you're smelling.
Yes, yes. after like middle school, I would never put oil and go to school because people would make fun of you. And this is in India. Like, we are grown up here.
Even I remember like 5 years ago, like some of my cousins are abroad, okay, and then we have the tradition of putting oil in our hair, or even if it gets greasy, it's not like we shampoo right after that. So it's there and it looks like that. And the people abroad always make fun of us, saying that we are, I don't know, illiterate, or
Yeah.
we are gross, that
Smell.
we don't take care of our hair. Yeah, the smell of our food or the smell from our hair. Bro, you complained about it 5 years ago, and 2 years ago you're telling it's fashion, it's trend, we invented it. It's just so dumb. You just
You
stick
know,
onto one side.
the entire package of the clean girl trend, it is nothing but colonize any other makeup or lifestyle trend of something that's not white and sells it. The slick back hair, chumpy oil, bro. The glazing skin, sweat, oil, and all the humidity and the sun that hits my tanned skin. You're asking me how I tan myself so well. I'm actually Indian. I'm sorry for that. And then they have started using coconut milk in their perfumes and body lotions. They laugh at you for the
Turmeric. They have been putting turmeric on
turmeric.
their
Yeah.
faces.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what. Chai tea latte.
Haldi hota hai, haldi.
Yeah, chai tea latte.
Bro, what the hell is chai tea latte? Chai and tea are the same thing. And you know, again,
Nana bread, the Nana bread.
this thing, yeah. This thing is so packaged and sold as a Western idea is because this associated with people who have some sort of color in their skin. But you bring matcha.
Hmm.
Matcha is more towards Southeast Asian countries, Korea, Japan, countries like that, where people are comparatively more fair compared to us. So it's easily
Yeah.
acceptable. And even in this sense, it's funny is because suddenly matcha has now become a trend, a performative drink. Asians have been drinking that for so long. What are you on about?
Even
Stop
the whole, I
taking.
think,
Yeah.
even the whole Korean beauty trends. I mean, obviously, uh, a lot of Korean things or Japanese things are being mainstream because of their cultural relevance.
Hmm.
In terms of the recent popularity they gain
Popularity. Yeah.
over songs or comics or like movies made off of the mangas and everything. Um, so that sort of helped them raise to that point that anything which is Korean is looked up,
Yeah.
anything which is
Yeah,
Indian
yeah.
is sort of looked down. Obviously, the terms of the skin comes in place because skin color plays a lot of role, even if it's hidden, because they're comparatively fair than Indian people. Obviously, that is there. And also, I think the cultural relevance they have because of their very famous band. Yeah, so it's reaching new heights. Anything in terms of ramen or shows or
Hmm.
skincare, you'll see millions and millions of views on those videos just because of that. But they are also Asians.
I think it's like it reminds me of those times when people find out that India actually is a part of Asia. So they're like, how can India be Asia? Like, you tell me, bro. You tell me.
I've seen so many white people considering like brown people as like some part of black people. Like,
Yeah.
why are they?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah, yeah.
that's why so many Indians, especially from southern part of India, just because we look a little bit similar to the black people, they drop the N word even because they feel like, oh, it's the same thing. It's
The
not, it's not your place.
the problem lies in the fact that people think that The N word is more in terms of your skin tone. So if you're a very dark skin tone person, you can just drop the N word. No,
You
bro, it's
can
about an
say.
entire
And
race.
it's about race, it's about slavery, it's about exploitation.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
thing is, if you tell these Indian people that, you know, let's take the northeastern slurs that are used in India.
Hmm.
If you were to, if let's say black people were to say any of those, everyone would be offended.
Mm. Mm.
Everyone would think that this is not right, or they can't like make fun of our people, but then it doesn't go the other way around.
Mm.
So.
And so many, even from the like when the whole feminist movement started, before that we were like women were said the B word, and now it's used by anybody and everybody. It's very appropriate to use that word. We as women started using that word to make it appropriate for us to own that word. Yeah, you are going to call me that, I will be that, I'll own up. Same is the thing with black people with the N word, and LGBTQIA plus community also, you like owning up the slurs that people not from
The
their
whole
community
reclaim
use.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the whole reclaiming thing. So if you're not from the community, you shouldn't be saying it, because it's not your
It's
community. Like
as simple
then
as that.
it's again the oppressor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, okay. Do you want to
Okay,
do
guys,
this?
1 minute.
Parents to
We'll
offspring,
cover one more
often
topic and
determining
Yeah.
then
traits
we'll.
like hair
This
color,
can, I think this would be
Yeah,
personality,
I think
properly summing
me
up
when
the
I go
instead
entire
of
thing.
like,
My
I
jeans
don't
are
think
brown.
anything is
The
left. We
Sydney
can just
Sweeney
sum it.
has
Oh,
great
okay. Do you want
jeans.
to do
My
this?
jeans are brown and they are
Okay.
Indian. They don't like my Indian jeans, but they love my Indian dresses and call it Scandinavian. They don't like my Indian jeans, but they love my Kolhapuri chappals and call it Prada sandals. They don't like my Indian jeans, but they love my Indian mehendi or henna and call it boho hand tattoo. They don't like my Indian jeans, but they love my Indian culture as long as it's rebranded, renamed, westernized, and has no trace of my Indian jeans in it. My jeans are Indian brown, and they have always been iconic. Jeans are
I love it on so many levels.
This
Yeah, to sum
video.
up our whole thingy, she just
Exactly.
told everything
Exactly.
that the Western is trying to take over from us and then reclaiming as theirs.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
stealing everything and not giving acknowledged.
Guys, the funny thing is, I know there's a whole word play on jeans by the ad of American Eagle. The fact that denim comes from the dye of the indigo blue
Mm,
that
mm.
was planted and harvested by Indian planters. That, left no fertile land for them to harvest crops to feed themselves.
That too was forced upon us, like
Yeah,
everything else. Thank you so
exactly. That
much.
led to famine, that led to starvation. So I guess I can say it, Sydney. You have great genes, great colonizer. I don't know, superior Western genes. I can see it.
Yeah, you're definitely superior by stealing our things,
Yeah,
calling it yours. Thank you so
always have
much.
been like that.
Yeah, yeah. History repeats in so many ways in different like settings. I just I don't love that, but like the phenomena is like really lovely. Like we say that how history repeats. It's just
Yeah,
lovely to see get
guys.
implemented.
I mean, I've heard of these things in passing. Like, I've heard that we worked on the entire thing of Kolhapuri Chappal, and we have done this before. So we have some idea of things that has happened. But today, sitting on this and reacting to these videos and discussing, and I think for me, the saddest part was not just that these things are rebranded and everything, but how these people have no sense of accountability. There's absolutely no shame in doing it when they go ahead and portray our things as their own. And I think it's high time that we start speaking against it and we start claiming things. This is not about the entire idea of nationalism, or being a nationalist, or that's an entire political ideology in itself that I'm keeping aside. But it's high time that we respect what happens in our country altogether.
I took off my
That's
specs since then. I can't find them.
and it's the fact that
And I feel like, sorry.
yeah, you continue. I'll talk after that.
Go on.
Mm.
I was saying that, like, I feel like discussion or like interactions about stuff like this needs to be encouraged so much more, because so many people, like, being unaware is one thing, being indifferent is another. Even if you tell them that, Prada is doing this, they would probably be like, hey, why do you care, man? It's okay, like, you live in India now, focus on your thing and stuff. But the thing is, that doesn't translate to a global audience. If and when you do visit outside, I'm sorry, but you will still face any average racist remark as a person next to you will.
True that.
And it's the fact that it's 2025. Like we can get information from anywhere. You can just Google
A
and get
basic
all the
Google
information,
search,
and
yeah.
still you have the courage, or you have the thought process to still do it anyway. And then even after getting yelled, or after getting so much of criticism, you still don't care. You just go on with it again and again. That's so sickening.
True, true.
Just like to say, in a very Katrina Kaif way, give me back
Calf.
the Garib ka khoon pasine ka money. Give it to me.
Okay, Ritika. Okay.
Can we cut that part out? Who's editing?
Wow. I let it. Actually, I let it.
Anyway, guys, good enlightening process.
This had been
Absolute cinema.
Female Digest
Yeah.
for
Absolute
another
cinema.
time. This time switching platforms. If you saw us on Instagram and you were annoyed because we were like up with propaganda shoving it down your throats, we'll do it again on YouTube. So you know what? Be ready. Just be ready.
As Ginny from Ginny and Georgia would like to say, I've been having
Signing off.
Guys, can we do it on sync? Can we do
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Okay.
A
1,
three,
2, 3,
a three,
go.
a 3, 2, 1, go.
Ritika is stuck.
And so although, guys, I feel like this was like an assignment and stuff, it was really fun, because I think for us, as in our group in general, apart from doing this stuff for assignments and all, we usually have conversations like these, ki bahar kya chal raha hai, what's going up, what's been up. So another reason why we chose this format to be in our long form is because this is literally what we do. If you come and see us, actually don't, but if you come and see us, we are always doing this. We're sitting and we're talking and we're discussing things that you know we think matters and should matter on a global standard. So what this basically was an attempt to monetize something that we think is a passing, fleeting moment. It's not. We can make money out of it.